All right. Sound check. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. All right. Welcome to the show, everyone. Give us a minute or two. Okay. We are ready. Well, again, guys, welcome to the show. We wanted to just check in and have our weekly our weekly check-in, just to provide tips to the community on how to live a healthier, active lifestyle. But before we get started, I wanted to ask you a question, right? How many of you all are ready to take control of your health today? Give me a one in the chat. Or you can say out loud, I am. Like, let me know. And if you're watching on replay, put replay in the chat and you can simply answer too. All right, Coach Lee, you can declare. What do you declare?
I said I am already.
You did? I didn't hear you. Okay, you just know. All right. All right. So I want you all to know that wherever you are in your journey, it's possible for you to accomplish whatever wellness goal it may be, right? And for those who don't know who I am, I'll share a little bit about my story. If that's okay, put that's okay in the chat and let me know, or you can verbally say that's okay if you're live here in the room. All right.
That's okay.
Well, thank you. All right. So basically, guys, not long ago, I was in a dark place, right? I was 60 pounds heavier. And I'm like, what has happened? I didn't even recognize who I was, right? I just felt like a total failure. And I did not like wearing certain clothes, let alone bathing suits, right? And I was like, who am I? I felt ashamed. I just hated the body that I was in, literally. And all I could think about was like, are my kids going to repeat the same behavior as I'm doing like right now? Like I feared them experiencing like health issues all because they watched me not take care of myself. So at that point, I know I needed to do something, right? So how many of you all have ever made a goal and the goal did not happen exactly like you planned? Give me a 2 in the chat.
2.
And you can chime in too, Coach Lee. Like, okay. Okay. Exactly, guys. Exactly. Right. So, like I always say, I want you to know that wherever you are on your journey, that is possible. Yeah, not long ago, I was in the same situation as you are, but it wasn't until I hired a coach where I took control of my overall wellness because I made a decision to have a growth, wealth mindset. All right. And so I want you to put in the chat, what kind of mindset do you want to take on today? Or, yeah, what kind of mindset do you have? And then what kind of mindset are you going to take on? Right? Because in order to reach your wellness goals, you have to take on a new mindset or you won't reach that particular goal. I know from experience. All right. So I'm going to have Coach Lee come on real quick and share his story, and then we'll go in and then we're going to we'll share with you some tips and tricks on how to eat fast food when you are on the go with your kiddos, traveling for work, or whatever you have to do when you're on the go and there's no other options. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to Coach Lee and he can share his story and then we'll continue. And if you're joining on replay, put replay. And if you're joining right now, just share where you're checking in from and some of your wellness goals and your mindset. All right, let's go.
What's up, what's up, everybody? Coach Lee. Um, I hope everybody had a productive day. I hope everybody was able to do something great. Don't worry. Um, you still got time left today to do something great or to be great. So, a little bit about me. My journey, I started off at 309 pounds. Excuse me if I'm not looking at the camera the whole time talking because I'm driving home from work, guys. So I'm not trying to end up in the ditch while you're on this podcast. Um, I'm kidding. I started off at 309 pounds. I had messed up knees. My knees were hurt all the time. I wouldn't tell my coach and my wife about them. You know, I would just be the tough guy. I'd have lower back problems. I couldn't stand up at the sink to wash dishes for longer than 15 minutes without my lower back hurting. And I was eating all kind of junk, you know, McDonald's, um, a lot of pizza, Pizza Hut, Litos, you name it. I was crushing it. Royal Farm potato wedges, so good. I was eating that all the time. Texas Roadhouse rolls with the sweet butter. Oh my gosh, that'll get you in trouble. So I had a fixed mindset. I started, you know, trying to get healthy on my own. And I was doing things my way. At that time, my wife, my coach Kiva, she was doing her things her way, and she was getting real good, you know, real good results. So I was like, dang. She was like, well, I told you just let me coach you, and I was like, I'm not trying to do that. I mean, I'm not trying to do what you do. I'm not trying to track everything I do. I'm not trying to write down everything I eat. I'm not trying to write down the exercise I do, how many steps I take in a day. I'm not trying to do that. It's like sounds like too much work. So from 309 pounds, I got down to about 289 pounds, 290. And then I stopped. I wasn't losing more weight. And then I decided, all right, let me just do it what Coach Key was doing and see what happens. So I joined in with her, got into a community with like-minded people, and I started tracking all my food, what I ate, when I ate it, how much I ate. I started tracking my exercises, how many steps I got, and entering into challenges in the group. Like we did a 5-day challenge where I lost 405 pounds, 405 pounds, 4 pounds and 5 ounces in 5 days. And I went from 289 pounds to 250 pounds. I went from like hard work. Like I was like, dang, I guess Coach Kiva was right. I guess this does work. And guys, I stopped eating like I said, I stopped eating all that junk, and I started cooking, you know, fresh food like chicken, fish, turkey meat, you know, beef, burgers. And if I use oil, I would use olive oil, grass-fed butter, or avocado oil only. And with all that, and then tracking my stuff, I got down to 250. I was on a roll. And Coach Kiva, she had to leave us to go to work. And man, I started going downhill, started going down that slope where you fall off sometimes if you don't keep that mindset straight. Where my brother would call me late at night and be like, hey, I got this new pizza from this new pizza place. You know, pizza is my downfall. Like, man, pizza is good. So one night turned into 3 nights, 3 nights turned into 5 nights. Then we would get ice cream 3 nights a week. I was just eating all the bad foods, guys. And I get a phone call last year on September 24th. It was actually our son's birthday party. We was having a pizza party for him. Coach Kiva was like, hey, you taking care of yourself? On the phone. And I'm like, what you talking about? She was like, oh, your stomach getting big. I'm like, I looked down at my stomach. I was like, oh, dang, your joint do look big. So I went back to the Ring camera where she probably looked at them, but she was probably spying on us all. And I screenshotted a picture and I circled my stomach. I was like, dang, this joint almost to my knees. Let me do something about this, right? And that night, I was thinking about it too, because, you know, I was trying to watch TV, but my stomach was in the way. So I had to lay on my side so I could watch TV. But guys, I was like, okay, after I eat all 8 slices of this pizza, the next day I'm gonna be on a mission and I'm gonna work very hard. I'm gonna get back to that mindset I had. No junk, no soda, no nothing. And the next day I started. Guys, by the time she came back in 30 days after that day, I went from 280 to 250, 30 pounds, 30 days. It's
Let's go.
possible. You gotta have the mindset, like community, and you gotta have a coach, man. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody great has a coach. All great athletes have a coach. Anybody who's great has a coach, had a mentor or somebody to help them to be great how they are. So, guys, let's go. If you're ready, tired of making the excuses, oh, I'm gonna start next week, or I'm gonna start after Thanksgiving, or I'm gonna start after Christmas, or I'm gonna start after I eat all this. Just start now. Start now. Now is the time. And if you guys want to go ahead and join our team, the Dream Team, click the link in the description, and Coach Key will give you all the information you need. Or you can hit me up, and I'll get you in contact with Coach Kiva, and we can get started and make the world a better place, happier and healthier, so we can live long. And anybody's got kids, they want to live long so they can be here with the kids. Let's go, guys. I'm gonna turn it back over to Coach Kiva.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story, Coach Lee. And I must say that I'm really proud of you for your journey, because I remember when you refused to join me and you refused to track your information. And I'm so glad that now you see that when you put in the work, you'll get the results. But if you do nothing, you'll get no results. Let's be clear on that. But I also wanted to say, to say that when you carry like extra weight, it definitely affects your self-esteem. Like I said earlier in my story, like I didn't like the way I looked in certain clothes. Like I felt like I just felt like a bad example to my kids. So I wanted to say that. But then also I wanted to say that a good friend of mine said, when you take care of your body will take care of you. And if you believe that, give me a 1 in the chat. I truly believe that if we take care of our body and we fuel our body on good nutritional food, then our body will take care of us. Coach Lee is so funny.
Yes,
All right, guys.
Look at that picture in the back, guys. Look at that guy in the back right there. Oh my gosh. Look on the other side. Look at the other side. Look at the other guy on the other side. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at that stomach, guys. Come on now. Let's go.
Right. All right. So thanks for sharing again, Coach Lee. But I really want everyone to know that it is possible no matter where you are in your journey, and we're dedicated to help those who want to be helped, help those who are fast decision makers. And we'll talk more about that later on. We wanted to give you a couple tips today on how you can level up and just take control of your eating when you're on the go, when you're in travel for work, or just in general, because being a mom of 4, 24, 21, and 14 and 11, like it's not always easy or convenient to eat healthier options when you're on the go. And so recently we took a trip to the Virgin Island, and that was a challenge, but we did it. We drove to Fort Lauderdale, and then we caught the plane over. So we had to prepare our food. And so today we're just going to let you know some of the food options that we chose, or how we prepared our food on the way to Fort Lauderdale. And I also will share with you how I ate when I was out in Los Angeles, because there are some times when we do not have a kitchen in our hotel. We do not have our microwave, and nothing is at arm's reach. For those who can relate to that, not having a microwave, not having a stove, give me a 1 in the chat, because that was me when I traveled to Los Angeles. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to eat? And so I was like, okay, what's near me? What restaurant is near me and that makes sense, right? Because you want to make sure that it actually makes sense and that it's in your budget, right? I was like, all right, great. Well, Chick-fil-A is like right down the street. I was like, I can totally eat at Chick-fil-A. So I went online and I pulled up their menu and I was like, I'm not eating certain things, but I knew that I wanted to stay away from the bread. I don't eat bread, guys. I just don't, because it packs on pounds. So if you continue to eat the sugary food, all the breads and pasta, it will literally stick to your stomach like glue. Like it totally will. Make no mistake. So basically, I went on the menu, Chick-fil-A. I even did a YouTube video for this as well to show you what I'm actually eating. And I decided, I had to make a decision. I actually decided to eat bacon. It was a sausage with egg and it was with cheese. And I ate that for I think 4 days, because I knew that I did not want to eat any of the biscuits. Like I just didn't want to eat any of that. And I was limited to what I could actually cook in the unit. So, but that's one example. So if you're ever on a travel and you have a Chick-fil-A near you, you can certainly go there to eat, but check out the menu to make sure you don't have any food allergies like our kiddos also. Lee, did you want to share any of your tips and tips on like what you eat if you have no other option, you have to eat fast food when you're on the go?
So depending on what kind of trip we do. So we did the last trip, we did partial road trip before we got on the airplane. So what we did, or what I did, was I cooked food that we packed in baggies, like hot dogs, burgers. We put it in the baggies, and we had that to eat while we were on the road. So we didn't have to worry about, going, like stopping at all these places. Like Coach Kiva said in the beginning, our kids got, allergic to a lot of stuff, so they can't eat a lot of stuff. So that was to pack it with you easier that way. But if you have to eat on the road, like Coach Kiva said, Chick-fil-A is always the option for us. I believe it's one of the healthier, fast food places that you can get. Also Chipotle. I mean, you don't have to get all that stuff. You can just get, a meat and vegetables or lettuce, wherever it is. You don't have to get everything. So you got Chipotle. There's a couple other options out there that you can get. I mean, even if you could even get Subway. They do subs in a bowl now. Most of the sub places do subs in a bowl. So you can do that. So it's always places you go to instead of going to Popeyes, going to McDonald's, going to Burger King.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's easy, guys. I mean, people get they're listening to the media, mainstream media stuff, like telling you, oh, it's okay to eat this, it's okay to eat that. But why do you think a big population is obese? Because of that one reason. That's all we eat. That's all we go to. So guys, like I said, mindset, get your mind right. Stop listening to everything you hear on, social media or whatever they tell you to eat this, eat that. Stop eating and watch what happens. You'll be great. So basically that's also, guys, I found these protein chips.
Not those again, Coach Lee. Like, let it go. Let it go.
They're called wild protein chips, and the buffalo flavor and the barbecue flavored chips, guys. And they were made with real chicken breasts, real egg yolks, and chicken bone broth. And they are so good. I got the people at my job hooked on these chips. They said, "Hey, where'd you get these from? All right, where you get these from?" I gave them a couple, and they just kept, "Can I get a couple more? Can I get a couple more?" Next thing I know, I had 8 chips, and I was like, "Dang, the whole bag on." Guys, that's another protein chips. I'm not.
How much are they, Coach Lee? Talk about how much they are. That's an investment.
Yes, so they're $9.99 a bag, unless you find a store that has them on sale. Like we live close to Sprouts Farmers Market, and they got them on sale for $5.99 a bag. The sale ends today.
I was going to say that.
The sale ends today at Sprouts Market for $5.99 a bag. I'm gonna go get a couple bags when I get home. But those are a few options that you could definitely use. instead of going eat all that grease in the bag, like going to Five Guys, getting the burger.
Or Royal Farms.
They give you our Royal Farm, but Five Guys is worse than Royal Farms to me because they give you the bag with the grease. They'll give you they'll put the fries in there and then give you another scoop, 2 scoops of fries on by the time you get the bottom of the bag's gonna fall apart. And I used to eat it, so I know what it is, and I know how they do. I was there faithfully, believe me. You see that picture right there? Look, all in that stomach right there. I was there, and I'm glad I'm not there no more. But
No looking back.
come on, guys, no looking back. We ain't looking back. We're looking forward. That's why January 11th, I'm gonna be at 215.
I'm writing this down.
Yeah, write it down. I'm at 234 right now, so I'll be at 215 on January 11th. Maybe lower than that. It depends. You never know.
All right, let's go.
You never know. You know.
All right, guys. So thank you for sharing, Coach Lady. So just a recap, this is a write or down. So get out your pen, however you take notes, get this out. Coach Lee shared some great tips. I gave you some great tips. So now we're gonna have a recap. And let me know in the chat if this is helpful for you, because let me tell you, like, we're always on the go and we just sometimes don't have time time to make the food at home, right? So here are some alternatives, but we have to be smart when we're actually eating out, right? Again, we don't know what they're putting in their food, but we can control some things if we do some research. So number one, I said that I ate at Chick-fil-A. I got the sausage, bacon, and egg in a bowl. It was like a little cup. It wasn't much in there, but it was something in there. I got that. And then for dinner, I went ahead and got the salad. You can choose original nuggets or you can choose the grilled nuggets. It's totally up to you, right? And you can choose whatever dressing you like. I usually choose the ranch or blue cheese. It's totally up to you, right? Because we are making it work with what we have. Coach Lee explained that one option also would be to go to what was it? Chipotle. I don't eat there much anymore, but Chipotle, and you can still get food there. I recommend to get a salad, right? I would ditch the rice because just ditch the rice, right? And I would put at the bottom, I would make it a salad. I would get the shredded lettuce at the bottom if you want, or the big leafy ones. And I would get chicken, steak, or whatever your protein is. I would ditch the beans, but I would focus more on the green peppers and onions. I'll focus on the cheese, and you can have that. I'll focus on the guacamole. That's your healthier fat. And I will also get, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I would get those things. So write that down. Make sure you don't have any food allergies, because my kiddos are, I have like egg allergy, tree nut, like all of that, guys. So know your food allergies before an emergency should happen. And the last one, I think Coach Lee talked about was, he said Chick-fil-A, Chipotle. What was the other one, Coach Lee?
Any of the companies are doing bowls now, where you don't have to get the bread. You just get everything in the bowl. So you get your meat, whatever you get in the lettuce, and in a bowl instead of putting it on the bread.
Oh, so
bread.
Yeah.
It's what's it called? Sub in a tub or something like that.
Yeah, you're right. It's a Subway, right? But wait.
Not just Subway. Jersey Mike's had it too. Remember, we went there and got the sub in the tub or whatever they called it.
Yes, I was just thinking that. You took the words right out of my mouth. You had a steak, right? A steak in a bowl?
Yeah. It was
amazing. So guys, there is hope. There's options. There's guilt-free food out here, but we have to do our research if you want to take control of your health. But if not, by all means, go eat at McDonald's, go eat the greasy fries, go to Royal Farm, like do all of that, the pizza. But guys, if you're really ready to level up your health, you got to follow these tips, right? Because they have helped us. It's helped me keep 60 pounds off. I feel incredible. I turned 44. Hello, somebody, this month. And so I want you to put your birthday goal in the chat below in the comment section. Let me know when your birthday is and what are your wellness goals. Like for me, my goal right now is to release 5 pounds of hip fat, having 4 kids, 4 C-sections. I got to get rid of this hip fat. And then to run a mile. I took away the timeline, just to run 1 mile at the track is going to be so amazing for me. But I want to know, what is your birthday goal, right? What are you working towards? One thing I found out, if you don't create a goal in your mind and write it down and share it, you probably won't do it. So I encourage you, I invite you to go ahead and put it in the chat so we can hold you accountable to the goals that you set for yourself. Coach Lee, did you want to add anything else to the tips on how to eat when you're out and about?
No, that's it, guys. Just depends on where you're going out. Even if you're going out to like a restaurant with friends or something, eat your food before you go, and then when you get there, just have a little appetizer, a salad or something, maybe whatever it is, something light. Eat before you go, so you won't be in there, eating everything, the rolls and the French fries,
All that stuff.
all that stuff. It's easy, guys, and like,
Right.
you'd be like, oh, let me wait till after Thanksgiving. Why wait until after Thanksgiving? How about start now? You got a couple months before Thanksgiving, lose 15, 20 pounds. Then when Thanksgiving comes, enjoy your meal that day and get back on track. Why wait till after Thanksgiving, eat all this bad food up to Thanksgiving and eat Thanksgiving, then try to start? No, how about start now? Get in that rhythm. When Thanksgiving comes, eat your regular Thanksgiving dinner, and then next day get back on your rhythm like you was before. That's how I think you should do it, instead of just waiting to Thanksgiving, eating bad food up to Thanksgiving.
It's
then
too
what
late.
Yeah, it's too late. Come on, guys.
Right.
I was in that mindset before, guys, so I know how it is. I was in that mindset of getting the special McRib for McDonald's
Oh
with
my
a 20
gosh.
piece with a 20-piece nugget. What's in that McRib from McDonald's? What think's in there? Really
I've
in there?
never eaten that.
I ain't even gonna lie, it was good. The McRib was good, but I don't know what they put in there where they can heat that McRib up and be real rib.
Oh
I
my
don't
goodness.
know. So
Eat real food, guys. Real food, real whole food.
there it is. That's what it is. Eat real whole food, and you'll be great. You'll end up being great.
And I like to say one more thing before we close out. I want to share with you how powerful it is to be in community. While on travel, I'd already made my mind up that I was not going to gain any weight on vacation. Right? Powerful. So we ate out at some restaurants and it was way past my eating timeline. And then my husband, Coach Lee, he's the chef of the house. He was still cooking on the island. Hello. And I ate before I went and it was extremely late, like about 10 o'clock or something like that. Like, I'm not eating. So guys, I had self-discipline, the power of being in a community and making your mind up, right? All I had was, guess what? Lemon water. That's all I had. I had self-discipline. So when you join a community that will hold you accountable, those are the kind of results you get. I didn't gain any weight, right? At all. And I know it's not all about weight, but for me, I was focused on losing weight, right? Not realizing that you get healthy before you actually lose the weight. So that's one example I want to share with you on the power of being in the community. If I did it, I'm no different than you. I'm a 4, wife, just a regular basic person. So anyways, guys, we're going to close out, but if you are ready, then we are ready to have you on our team. I'll put the link below how you can work with us, guys, how you can just start living the life that you were born to, like be the person you were born to be, right? Wake up in the morning full of energy, ready to take on the day, not still laying in the bed, like, I don't want to go to work. I don't feel like getting up. Like, no, level up. And guess what, guys? We even have some amazing products. Like, if you don't like the shakes, no problem. We have tabs. Like, supplements are good if you're on the go. If you want them, you don't have to have them. You can still get some amazing results without them by eating whole nutritional food. That's all I have right now. But thank you for joining, whether you're joining live on the replay. We really appreciate you. And we are on a mission. And if you're ready, we are ready too, guys. Anything else, Coach Lee?
Yeah, Coach Kiva beat me that night, guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't eat because when we left, because we was down there for my wife's sister's birthday. So I didn't eat like Coach Kiva did. It wasn't smart. So I did eat that night, guys, but I did get the steak fajita with the green peppers and onions, and I didn't eat the beans. I didn't eat the beans. I didn't eat the bread in there. I gave that all away to everybody else that was there. So I did eat that night, but at least I didn't eat nothing bad. But
yeah, I mean, it's all about self-discipline. So you did great.
Yeah. I thought Coach
that's the power of being in the community. Would you agree, Lee? Like, that's the power of having community.
Right, exactly. Yes.
Like you could have easy ate all this stuff. I'm like, what are you doing?
I could have I could have ate some of the chips they brought out with the dip. I could have ate the bread, the tortillas, whatever they brought out with. I could have ate all that stuff, but I didn't.
And I want to say one thing, Coach Lee. Like there were people there that were like, why are you not eating? Like why are you not eating, Kiva? Like I was like, I'm not hungry. Like, so don't let the naysayers encourage you to eat when you know that you're done eating for the day, right? I wanted to be present for the birthday celebration, but I knew I was not eating. So don't let the people, the naysayers who are just doing whatever they want, don't let them encourage you and persuade you to do things you don't want to do. That's not in alignment to your lifestyle, right? And I'll end on that note. I'll put the link in the description or whatever it's called. Share this video, like it, whatever you want to call it. But guys, we were on a mission and we were impacting the community. Let's go. That's it, Coach Lee.
That's it for me. I'm about to be home and be great.
All right. Until next time, guys. Take care. All right, let's go. If I can just figure this out.